I'm a human. I'm not a rat, I'm not a cat, I'm not a mouse, or any other type of animal they do experiments on. We're going to talk about that today, along with some other stuff. Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the proper human diet, all things related to the proper human diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today is one of those days where we're going to talk about some miscellaneous odds and ends. It's primarily about how I feel. I feel good. I'm out here doing stuff I couldn't do when I was 40, and now I'm 60. But let's get on into this thing, because, I talked very briefly about the Dave Feldman study that dropped. And it's been a lot of fun to watch the pushback. And everybody's putting out these, pushing forward these previous studies saying, but this one says this and this one says that. And, well, if you take a mouse, just say a mouse, and you want to see if something causes cancer in mice. Well, if you pump them full of that thing in, 20 or 30 times the amount that they would normally have in their system, it's probably going to have some adverse effects. That's just like if you watch Professor K's channel. You'll see that, for humans, even too much water can be a problem. Too much of anything can be a problem. But when they want to take a mouse study or a cat study or a rat study or whatever, animals they're doing, in case you hadn't noticed, I'm none of those animals. I'm a human. And if you're watching this video, odds are you're also a human. Unless, you're one of those pets at home that gets entertained by the TV being on all day. And you happen to be watching this, but you're watching this and you probably can't understand anything I'm saying. If you can, leave me a comment down below and say, "Hi, Bob." That would be awesome. I wonder how many dogs and cats are watching me right now. But anyway, the main thing I want to talk about today is I think we've gotten way too focused on one thing. Primarily the thing that they're talking about in Dave Feldman's study. Let's use an example of a recent, shall we say, illness that has been going around. And you're so focused on that, you're not worrying about any of the other stuff that might be harming your health. It's like, yeah, sure, you take a statin, and even if it does what it says it does, which is reducing your risk of heart attack by 50%, which it doesn't, by the way, but even if it did that, we're not paying attention to all of the other surrounding things. You look at all the side effects and wonder, wow, is living a little longer because of the so-called reduced risk of a heart attack, is it really worth the extra days or months or years or whatever it is they claim you get out of that to suffer through, the muscle aches or the cognitive decline or any of the other massive side effects that some people get from this type of drug? And you get so focused. To get back to my starting analogy of, that thing that went around that everybody was worried about. You're staying so focused on that. Let's say, like right now, I'm out here walking up and down the street, and you see up ahead, there's somebody coming towards you on the sidewalk, and you are so concerned about this one thing that you walk out into the street to not have to pass them on the sidewalk and you get hit by a bus. Which one was more dangerous? I can't answer that. That's up for you to decide. So let's not get so focused on one thing that we ignore everything else. Everybody always wants to go to the lab work. What do your labs say is happening? What's your blood work look like? Me personally, I don't really care anymore. The way it looked the last time I got it checked, absolutely fine. And I will probably do an own your labs type of lab work in the spring, because that'll be about a year since I had it done. But I'm not going to go to the doctor and have them do that. I can get it done much cheaper and with less hassles by going to Own Your Labs. Not sponsored, by the way. If somebody from there is watching, it's fine. Go ahead and contact me. But yeah, because it's all about how you feel. I know there's anecdotes out there that are going to say, well, my grandfather felt fine till the day he dropped over dead. Yeah, there are those cases. But those are corner cases. And what I mean by that is they're the exceptions rather than the rules. Usually if something is going wrong, you can feel it. You can tell. I got this little pain in my side that's been slowly getting worse. Or my foot's changing color. Perhaps I should go get that checked out. But I'm getting way off base. That's not really what I wanted to talk about today. Just don't get so focused on what you're doing that you step out into the street and get hit by a bus. Just a quick reminder, this Thursday, the 14th, at 6 p.m. Central, I'm having a members-only Zoom call. So you still have time to get in on that. If you want to donate a little something to the channel, I think it's like $1.99 a month. $2 a month, and you can jump in. I'm not going any further on my walk today because it's Tuesday. I have dance this afternoon. In my members only section, I have quite a few tap dancing videos. Little bits and pieces. I can't show too much because I don't want to get copyright striked, because I don't have the license to that music. But there's some little bits in there. And I have members only Zoom calls. Like this Thursday. That's what I've got for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.